What did he say? Resident Evil Outbreak! Oh my god! What? Outbreak! Oh wait, no. Wait, I saw Resident Evil Outbreak. Yo, don't play with me like that. What you mean happy birthday? Hold up, she playing me? Wait, you say Outbreak!
And to celebrate early, a special message
Shut the
from Takeuchi-san.
Not you, not you. I'll talk.
マギーさんありがとうございます。
What was that? I don't even know what happened. I just saw Resident Evil Outbreak.
バイオハザードも30周年を迎えることができました。ありがとうございます。さて、お待たせしているバイオハザードの最新作なんですが、もう少しだけ、あと瞬きするぐらいの間だけお待ちいただければと思います。それでは、これからもバイオハザードシリーズよろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。
So you're gonna show it? No! I thought he was gonna show a snippet on a tease.
All right.
No!
Thank you, Takeuchi-san, for that very special message. We cannot wait for when the time is right to share more leading into the anniversary of Resident Evil.
What was this? Why does that look like Rose? This isn't RE though. This is not RE.
Grace. Grace.
Never mind, her name is Grace, not Rose.
Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Unless you change her name, shoot.
Coming.
Wait, that does sound like her though. That does sound like her. I don't know why my heart's beating so fast. I don't know. But that looked like Rose and it sounds like Rose.
This is about the report
It's
you asked
RE9.
for
It's
yesterday.
RE9.
It'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days tops.
Put a hold on that for
Oh
now.
my god, it's RE9.
We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
Chat, it's RE9.
I need your eyes on the crime scene.
Wait.
The Renwood Hotel.
Wait, what was that flashback? I didn't get to
That's where
see.
your mother was murdered. Alyssa died
What?
8 years ago.
Alyssa? Oh my
Perhaps it's
god!
time for you to
Is this a new Outbreak?
face the past.
Alyssa Ashcroft?
Grace.
Wait, I'm so confused!
Hey!
Stay close.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's Resident Evil.
They're coming.
Bro.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Yo, that's like RE7 all over again. That looked like
Investigating
RE7.
all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Oh my god, I mean It's Outbreak! It's Outbreak, yo. I think it's Outbreak. Requiem! RE9! Never mind, it's RE9! Ah! Never mind! We so back! We so back! Yo! Damn! Wait, we're going back to Requiem
Resident
City?
Evil Requiem. And it will be playable to fans this August at Gamescom, where we'll also be hosting Opening Night Live on Tuesday, August 19th. Resident Evil Requiem marks a bold shift for the franchise, both in tone and gameplay, and today's reveal isn't just about survival horror. Expect high-stakes cinematic action too.
What is
with
going
much more to
on?
share soon, leading up to its
That was
launch
so
on
much.
February 27th, 2026.
I'm shaking.
Amazing. Thank you, Capcom. That was an amazing announcement. Glad we kept it a surprise. All right, that's gonna do it for our live.
I don't know why I was going back and forth so much. Okay, because the first thing they were like, it said Resident Evil Outbreak, and then this one looked like Rose, but her name is Grace, and then they said Ashcroft, and then we know Alyssa Ashcroft, and then like,
What the hell is this?
and then like, so it's Alyssa's daughter. What is? Bro, I can't believe we saw Raccoon City but destroyed.
Your eyes on the
Like we're
crime scene.
actually going back. Oh, was that in the that's the baker's house. Yeah, that's why I said if you know who she is probably if you picked up the notes in RE7. I mean, it just said, it didn't say Resident Evil Outbreak, it said Raccoon City Outbreak. Wait, so they dead ass teased it and then they just gave it to us. Yo, Capcom with the debate at first. That was a good one. That was a good one.
お待ちいただければと思います。それでは
Wow, they even said a blink of an eye more. It's literally fucking not even. It was like 15 minutes after. High stakes cinematic action. Bro, is it gonna be finally like RE3 live action choices? Maybe a new trailer at Gamescom? I have a feeling at Game Awards is for sure gonna be another trailer. Damn. I really want to play Outbreak now. Yo, that would be funny if they use the clone as like Chris's old model that you see in RE7. That'd be so funny.
All these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Oh, these are the voices you guys were talking about.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Yeah, I don't recognize any of those voices beyond Jill and Chris. I mean, I feel like they would bring back the recent voice actors that worked on the remakes, right? Unless they don't, I don't know. But who knows, right? I mean, we don't know anything. All right, it's been a couple of days later, and I still can't believe we finally got the reveal for Resident Evil 9. Y'all know I was rooting for Resident Evil Code Veronica first, but you know what? I am very excited for what this game has to offer, especially since it has a lot to do with the lore of Resident Evil Outbreak. Obviously, we got information on Alyssa Ashcroft. She was a character in Resident Evil Outbreak. She was a reporter. She lived in Raccoon City. She has a daughter named Grace Ashcroft, and she wanted to expose Umbrella for all their bioweapons and, you know, just expose them for all the shitty things they've done. I think it's super interesting that they're not only going back to Resident Evil Outbreak story with Alyssa, but they're also just going back to Raccoon City in general post-bombing. So Raccoon City is all fucked up right now, and if we really get to go back to that, that is going to be massive. I don't think it's going to be the main focus of the story. I think it's going to be one of those kind of like nostalgia moments where you go back into a OG part of the game. Let's think Metal Gear Solid 4, if you know, you know. To think that we could possibly see like old BOWs come back, but maybe even stronger, like a different strain or different mutation, like the liquor of Mr. X. I don't know. I mean, we know that there's a bunch of Mr. X clones, so who knows, right? I feel like we could see a comeback to Mr. X real quick or something, just as a little like gotcha, surprise motherfucker. Or maybe the bombing took all that shit away, but I feel like if you're going back to Raccoon City, it's not just gonna be barren and nothing there. There's gonna be something that's gonna fuck us up, right? Anywho, with all this Outbreak talk, I just want to see a comeback to Outbreak. Apparently, we've seen the largest number to Resident Evil Outbreak online in the fan servers that there has ever been. And I think I saw like 5,000 players, which is actually insane. That's a lot of people. compared to what the normal number is of online players. Granted, it is a fan server, so you know, not that it's complicated to set up or anything, but not a lot of folks probably want to do that. So I just hope they do a port, a remaster, a remake of Outbreak. That would be the smartest, best, out of this world move that Capcom can do, especially bringing back lore, characters, and just stories from Outbreak. There's also voices in the trailer, but for whatever reason, none of them sounded like any of the characters that people are saying they are. Like, I've heard people say they heard Leon, they heard Jill. I am not hearing any of them. I don't know why, and I've obviously played the games hundreds of times and seen the cutscenes a million times and have heard the voice actors, but I just don't hear them for some reason. I mean, I would love to see Jill, Leon, Chris, Claire all in one game, and for them to come back together in Raccoon City. But anywho, I don't know. The only thing that it sounded similar was the guy, I don't even remember what he said, I'm so sorry, but it sounded like Mark to me in Resident Evil Outbreak. Obviously, I mean, I don't think the same voice actor, they would get the same voice actor unless they did somehow. But that's who it kind of sounded like to me, which maybe I'm crazy, I don't know. But if there's any familiar voice, it was Mark from Outbreak, but you know, who knows. The guy that has the hood on, Capcom has done this a lot before. We've got RE5 Jill. You know, she was she had the hoodie on, she was a secret. A lot of people speculated it was her, but like obviously we didn't know until we played the game. And aside from Resident Evil, they also did that with Devil May Cry 5. Spoilers ahead, spoilers ahead, spoilers ahead. Since this is not Resident Evil related, they also did that with Virgil in Devil May Cry 5. So this is not something new for Capcom, and I expect it to be a character that we know very well. I'm predicting that it's Wesker. I know that's a little far-fetched and like crazy. Now that I'm seeing more, reading more, you know, all this stuff, I truly think it might be Wesker. It could be Leon. There's been rumors of it being Leon, but like the way that he's like choking the dude, like his stance, I just don't see it being Leon. There's also memes going around where it's like people connecting different faces or characters from the Resident Evil series to the hood guy or girl. I don't know. It's giving more guy, but who knows? And it's just become a meme at this point. I've seen Ashley side by side, Ada, Leon, the dude from Resident Evil 8, the Duke, the merchant from REAAAAAL. I'm like, okay, what the heck, dude? I can truly believe that it's Wesker only because we know that Wesker isn't only one character. He's a clone, so there could very well be obviously more than one of the Weskers that we know and love, or I love. I do love Wesker. So for all we know, it could be the original Wesker, you know, coming back and being like, "Yo, I need your antibodies, miss. Hand them over. I know you have them. I need it. I'm all turning crusty, rusty, dusty. I need that," because we know that Wesker, the Wesker that we know, benefited from the prototype virus and took on those mutations, and he got superhuman powers and, you know, all that shit. So I think it could probably be one of the Weskers. Who knows? Oh my god, another one of my big brain maybe theories on who it could be is Chris. I don't know why, but if you've seen the ending to Resident Evil 8, which I won't say anything until you mute or skip over to this timestamp. If you've seen the ending to Resident Evil 8, you'll see that they mentioned that the BSAA sent in bioweapons versus their team or humans to the village. And then Chris is like, they're gonna pay. Let's head on over to the BSAA headquarters. And yeah, so I think at this time he might have went to the headquarters, and then maybe they like they saw that he caught on, and they maybe injected him with something. Maybe like they corrupted him, and then he is back, and now he's all fucking rogue and crazy. So I don't know. I feel like that could be another thing, because they don't really explain the end of REAAAAAL like after, well, not yet anyways. They could in RE9, but I'm just saying maybe that could be something introduced into RE9, since it's not really like you don't really see them touch on it, I guess, in the trailer. I know this is gonna be really sad to say, and I don't want any main character to die, because no one wants a main character to die, right? Or one of their favorites. But I think Resident Evil 9 will finally give us a very tragic story and the passing of one of our favorite characters, or just a popular Resident Evil character, whether that be possibly Leon, possibly if Chris is in the story and he is one of the infected, molded from the BSAA. I feel like he could be the first to go, and it's gonna hurt. It's gonna really hurt, especially for folks that have played all the games and have gotten really attached to the characters. Anywho, I don't really know what else to say. I've seen this trailer so many times. I just can't wait for more. Whether it be in a next state of play, Tokyo Game Show, Gamescom, if they show more, which I think they said they're gonna have a playable demo there, which, man, I really, if we get a demo, like everybody, not just the folks at Gamescom, holy shit. Because we're finally gonna see, you know, if it's first person, if it's third person. That's also speculation. I think they're gonna do the same thing that they did in Resident Evil 3, which is gonna be, you start out first person, it's like hee hee ha ha, and then you go in, you know, cutscene transitions to third person. So I think that will be the same for Resident Evil 9. Whoever the protagonist is in RE9, I think it'll be Grace first. You'll play as her, she gets kidnapped, and then you'll play as the main protagonist. The hot rumor now is that it's Leon. You know, it could be. Why is he there specifically? We don't know yet. But yeah, what do you guys think? How did you like the trailer? Are you excited? Have you played Outbreak? Are you gonna find a way to play Outbreak? Are you gonna wait for Outbreak remaster if it ever happens? So for me, I've played pretty much every single Resident Evil game ever, except like those weird ports, like mobile, Zeebo. I haven't played those, but in terms of like, you know, a bunch of the mainline and a bunch of like the side games, I've played them. I've tried them at least. I can't sit here and say that I finished Umbrella Chronicles, because I just could not for the life of me get into that game. But maybe I'll finally do it. Maybe I'll just finally fucking play the game for the memes and just fucking, you know, to say that I've at least completed it. But before Resident Evil 9 does come out, I will be streaming a marathon of Resident Evil. I'm not sure if I want to do like all the Resident Evil games, or at least the canon, or if I want to do like remakes only leading up, or doing the games that make sense going into Resident Evil 9. So like RE2 remake, RE3 remake, See, if we do find out that Leon is in it, I mean, I'll just obviously do RE4 remake in the marathon. The Outbreak games, all with Alyssa as our main character that we pick and go through her story. Because I don't think... I have streamed a ton of Outbreak before, but I've never obviously done a full Alyssa story-only playthrough, so I think that'd be really fun. I actually don't think I've even picked Alyssa on stream. I've mostly picked Yoko and Cindy because they just work better for like a team thing, because Yoko can carry a bunch of stuff, Cindy has the healing, so I just always picked those that can like help or support my teammates. But yeah, anyway, I probably missed a couple of things in terms of RE9. I was just kind of like word vomiting. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. I love hearing new theories. Obviously, this is all speculation. We don't know all the details yet with Resident Evil 9, so I don't want someone to be like, that's for sure 100%. I heard it from XS source. Trust me, bro. Like, I don't really trust any, you know, I don't really trust those like sources or people that are like, you know, I got a source at Capcom and like I know all the information, and just like blurting out a bunch of stuff that can or cannot be true, which in the past I've heard a lot of stuff that's false. Let me know your thoughts. Are you excited for RE9? Don't forget to subscribe if you guys want more of my theories, reactions for any upcoming demos, trailers, character reveals. And if you want more Resident Evil content, I have recently done the Resident Evil games on the dance pad as a challenge. So my most recent one is Resident Evil Code Veronica on the dance pad. So if you guys want some fun, entertaining dance pad shenanigans on a Resident Evil game, be sure to check those out. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, and thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thank you.